Hello everyone. So in this tutorial video we are going to discuss about all the joints available in Symfony. So let's start. You can also read about these joints here. In help tab click on help topics and in joints type of joints. So these are the different types of joints available in Symfony. You can read all about them. So let's see them one by one. So in simple words, distance joint works as a rod which is connected to two objects at its end. So it has fixed length and the objects can rotate about the anchor points. So let's take an example. Here I am connecting these two bodies with a distance joint center to center and making one body weld with the background. Now as you can see, it acts like a rod and the objects can be rotated about the anchor points. As you can see, it cannot be stretched further since it acts like a rod. Now I'll show you how it works like a spring damper. So see its properties, click on it and then right click and edit. And in edit you can see these general properties, name, joint color, collision enabled and etc. And here you will find spring and damper option where you can set frequency and damping ratio. So let's set frequency as 5 and damping ratio as 0.2 and save it. So let's see what happens when we play. As you can see now it can be stretchable. So by making frequency and damping ratio non-zero, we can make a rod a stretchable rod. Next we'll talk about revolute joint. So this joint allows two bodies to revolve around the anchor point and it also allows us to set minimum and maximum angle limits relative to the initial angle between the two bodies. So let's see how it works. As you can see, it can be rotated around the anchor point. Now we'll see some more properties of this joint. Right click on it and edit. And you can see these general properties, limit and motor. So as I said, limit can be applied to this. So let's set limit as minus 45 degree and the upper limit as 45 degree and save it. Let's see how it works. As you can see, it cannot be rotated further, but it can be rotated in this way. So it covers 90 degree, where the initial angle was this. So this is minus 45 degree and this is 45 degree. Now let's check how motor works. First I disable this limit and enable the motor. So let's set motor as 180 degree per second rotation. On hovering over this eye you can read that the motor speed in degrees per second and on it the maximum motor torque. The maximum motor torque the motor can apply in Newton meters. So let's set it as 10 Newton meter and let's save. So as you can see it is rotating 180 degrees per second. We can also make it rotate in another direction by putting a minus sign in front of it. Let's Next we'll talk about spring joint. So this spring acts very similar to our natural spring and also allows rotation about the anchor point of the body. Let's see how. I have connected these two bodies with a spring and on play you can see and it is also rotating about the anchor point. Now we'll see some more properties of spring joint. On click edit we find spring constant and damping coefficient. So we can change spring coefficient constant K and damping coefficient also. So let's decrease spring constant as 10 and put damping coefficient as 0.5. it should be between 0 and 1. That's it. Now see what happens. So the spring become more stretchable, but due to damping, you can see it will stop. Next we'll talk about rope joint. As the name suggests, it connects two bodies with a rope. It also allows user to fix minimum length and maximum length, which is also the natural length of the rope. And the bodies can be rotated about the anchor point. So let's see how it works. I am connecting this with the rope joint. Now play. As you can see, it acts like a rope. It cannot be stretched further, and the body can be rotated about the anchor point. Let's see some more properties of this rope joint. So on click it, edit, and we can see lower limit and upper limit. So by setting lower limit, we can limit its minimum length. Let's set it 1. Now see what happens. Its length now can't be minimized further. That's it. Next we'll talk about the prismatic joint, which allows the motion of the body in a single linear direction, and it do not allow bodies to rotate about the anchor point. Let's connect two bodies with this joint. Here I am connecting these two bodies center to center. Now let's play. Nothing is happening. As you can see, this body can be easily moved in a single direction. Prismatic joint also allows motor in a single direction. So let's enable the motor and make its speed as 1. You can see unit here, the motor speed in meter per second, and the maximum motor force. Let's set it 10 Newton. Let's save it. I am putting lower limit as 0 so that it can be compressed fully. Let's save. Now you can see the motor started its working. Now I can also show you that its length can be decreased to 0. Now we'll play again. The motor started its work. Next we'll talk about the wheel joint, the most interesting joint of all of them. In this joint, the bodies are allowed to rotate around the fixed anchor point and translate around a given axis. And it also gives you the facility of motor revolution as just like revolute joint. So we can say it as the combination of distance joint, revolute joint and the prismatic joint. Let's test it. In this way you can join them center to center. Now we'll play it. As you can see, this can be rotated around this anchor point. Now we'll see some more properties of this joint. On enabling motor and motor speed at 10, and it is in degrees per second. So I will make it 180 degree per second and the torque as 10 Newton meter, and let's save it. Now on play you can see that it is moving and rotating. And the other two properties, frequency and damping ratio, are just same as the distance joint. Next we'll talk about pulley joint and I'll show you how to operate it. So let's make a pulley system. So now I'm connecting these two blocks with this disc, or we can say it as pulley, and I'll show you how to fix it. So select pulley joint here, and tangentially you would have to click on it so it become wrapped, and from here also. So let's see what happens when we play. As you can see, it works like a pulley system. Now let's do some interesting thing. Give this motor as minus 180 degree. Sorry, 180 degree. And then torque as 110. Let's save. And you can see we didn't click this enable button. So now let's do. So as you can see, it automatically rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. At last we'll talk about the weld joint, and it is very similar to the word as the word tells, weld, which welds a body with the another body. Here I am welding these two bodies at this point, and it also do not allow the rotation or any translation between these two bodies. So let's play. And as you can see, these two bodies move together. So here we have some more properties of this joint. So in edit we can see frequency and damping ratio, which is the frequency of the revolution. So let's set frequency as 10, let's set it as 1, and damping ratio as 0.1, and let's save it. Now see what happens. As you can see, now it can be rotated. So that's it. So now I'll show you a simulation which is made by using these joints. So as you can see, here we have used revolute joint, here we have used pulley joint, and here in the vehicles of this car we have given speed to the motor. So let's play this. So as you can see, this motor rotates, and as the car moves front, this block goes up. We can also change the speed of these motors and make car fast. So let's set them minus 150 degree, and also this motor. Let's see. And as you can see very well that the car is moving much faster than previous time.